What's up, everybody? It's David here and welcome to my channel. Alright, let's get into the video. So I got this foam pumpkin. I want to say it's about 7 inches tall and 7 inches wide. This normally is $10, it's $9.99. I got it on sale at Kroger for $4.99, half off, so I thought that was a really good deal. A lot of these at Target, same size, $9.99. So instead of leaving it this pretty mint green, I actually like it like this a lot. It's super pretty, but I think we're gonna paint it. We're gonna do a little cool design. Now I saw this design, this really pretty galaxy design on a pumpkin at Kroger, and it was like $20 or something. And they had them this size and a little bit bigger, and I was like, well, I really want it, but I found one of these for $4.99. I mean, might as well just make it myself, right? Since we are just all about doing that. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just paint the whole thing black. So I'm just gonna hold it by the stem and just paint. Well, I think I'm gonna actually not paint the bottom just yet, just because. I'm using a foam brush because I thought that would be a lot nicer than using like a brush. I think I am gonna paint this piece though too. This teeny brush is just to get down in the little cracks where you can't really reach with the big foam brush. We're gonna let this dry and then I'm gonna give it another coat. This is our inspirational piece. So they had the same thing at Kroger for $20. Okay, after it is completely covered in black, I'm gonna use violet, some blue, some red, and some mint color. And I'm just gonna like sponge on the colors randomly. So we'll just squirt it on and just start sponging like this. So I'll go through with one color and then we'll add another. I'm doing it very sporadically and not being like too perfect with it, because galaxies are not perfect. I'm making sure I leave some black in there. Okay, once you're done with one color, move on to the next. Look at that. What the? Apparently we're using a lot of blue. Now I'm gonna go through with the red color. I'm just using the same brush, and I'm kind of lightly tapping in random areas. This is gonna create a really dusty like color, almost brown, so you want to be really careful not to overdo this color when you're applying it. Just push it in there and let it rest, because you still want to see some of the red popping through. You know what I mean? So it doesn't look brown. So yeah, I'm just lightly bouncing back and forth. And once it looks blended enough, I'll just stop. Okay, now we're gonna go through with our mint color. And again, we're just lightly placing the color and blending it out. Trying not to overdo it because then it will start to turn like a really mucky color. I'm really focusing on blending this in with the blue color. So anywhere I see blue, I'm gonna try and place this color like next to it. I feel like you don't need much skill for this. You just are pushing in colors together on a pumpkin. It's not that hard. Now what we need to do is add a few stars, and we do that with just a brush. We need to get the brush wet. We need to get it very damp. Okay, after we have our brush is like damp, it's like kind of wet, we're gonna take some white, and we don't need that much, but just squirt it somewhere. That was too much paint. And we'll take our brush that's super damp and dip it into the white like this, and then we can start by tapping and flicking. And I'm trying to concentrate it in the lighter parts of the color. We can also take the tip of our finger and just flick it. But you can see it creates these lines, which I don't really mind them, but some people don't want those, so you gotta be careful. So just keep doing that very close to the areas you want the little stars to show up. And again, I'm just placing a lot of these stars just in these like lighter areas. But you can see what I mean by you gotta be careful to not create these. But that's okay. If you don't like it, you can just take your brush and just pounce over it like this. Just like very softly, and it will get rid of any of the weird lines that you don't like. But you gotta do that while it's wet and damp, and the white will just blend right in like that. You could try a different size brush to see how that works out. This one just created a whole bunch of lines, but the reason it did that is because I had too much paint on my brush. But I don't really care because I like blending in the white a little bit. I think it adds a little bit more dimension. Right here is the finished pumpkin. So we just put white dots all over, making these beautiful stars. And then the top here, I just put some blue paint and mixed a little bit of white in there. But I love it. It is so pretty. We just have to let it dry. Our own little galaxy pumpkin. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I post DIY videos every Friday, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell if you don't want to miss any of my latest videos. See you guys in next video.